bad guy. Yeah, Chico. Yeah, Chico. You're talking to the bad guy. Toothpicking your eye. I'm that guy. Hey, yo. Look, something happened to these, something happened to you, okay?
What's going on, everybody? It's the first episode of SMACM World, and I got a special guest here today, man. My brother Hakeem McClellan, man. How you doing, bro?
What's up, bro? I'm in the building. You feel me?
Yeah.
Appreciate you, man.
Man,
Proud of you having me on. I'm proud of you putting the show together, man. And it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to be here, man.
I'm glad to have you, man. So look, man, let's go straight to it, man. So I want to kind of like know about your journey growing up as a kid, as far as, you know, your elementary, childhood, middle school, high school.
Yeah.
I just want to know your journey, man. I know it, but I want to hear you talk about it on my show. And so we can always have this. We can always go back to this, a video vault.
Yeah,
it's always going to be on the internet. So, you know, let's just talk about a little bit of your childhood growing up in Surrey City. And go for it.
Man, growing up, man, you know, Surrey City, the capital of Gulfport, you know where we come from, man.
Yeah.
Where legends are made, where they come through. Of course, you know, Mahmoud, Senator Taylor, Shabazz, McClellan. You know where the legends come. Rod Davis. Growing up, seeing those people come from the neighborhood, you know, we always everybody looks to sports. So that was one of the things that we always did. We used to go to the center, you know, with a lot.
Right.
Go down the center. That was the hub of everything. Everybody from every neighborhood came to Whitlock, to the center, and played every sport, from football, basketball, ping pong.
Yeah, everything.
Everything. You know how I go down at the center. So just growing up, and mom exposed us to so much different. It's a true community. From growing up from Rolling Meadows, coming through
Turnkey, we went to Boys and Girls Club, Gaston Point. We really went to every neighborhood, you know, as far as Sherwood. You know, my godmother Pam, we went over there. My godfather Sam, you know, they let us stay over there on the weekends. Even a little Biloxi, D'Iberville with Carolyn Shaw
and Ocean Springs.
Oh yeah,
Ocean
man. We got a chance to, you know, just meet a lot of people, man, and it's just a lot of good people and just a lot of good memories, you know, in childhood, man. But let me ask you this, man. Do you feel like, you know, you mentioned the Whitlock. Do you feel like that kept a lot of, violence down? Violence, you know, everybody has somewhere to go in the neighborhood, just from in Gulfport, speaking of Gulfport.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Whitlock being open, Boys and Girls Club at Turnkey, Gaston Point having their own, Magnolia Grove having their own, do you feel like that, you know, that kept the kids busy to keep them from, you know?
Without a doubt, and it keeps the kids busy. It keeps the community to have somewhere to go to. People that work there at exposing. Miss Harper was working there. She exposed us to people that's from the past. Lock-ins. So all that type of stuff, it helps. You know, just bring the community together, give some of the kids something to do. From A to Z, where the center, you learn where you are on the totem pole. Where I'm good at basketball, I'm good at football. I can fight, I can't fight. You know, like they say, like the comedians say, you thought you was Billy Badass until you met Billy Badass.
Yeah.
I learned on the playground, you know. Yeah. You know, who to mess with, who not to mess with. I was a little hot-headed, you know. Right. You know, I used to have to be like, hey, King, chill out. Plenty of times. So, but that molded me a whole lot just growing up, being at the center. So many memories where you see from cookouts to fights to, you know, you learn how to survive. Coming from the center. And that's just, and to where to get home, discipline too. That street light come on.
Oh, man.
There was one light, and everybody can hear that light come on. And everybody it's time to go. I don't care where it's at. If it's 21 and it's at 19, get what? That light come on, what time it is? And we got to go.
Gotta go home, man. I was telling my wife, I was telling Keisha, I said, man, if I call Hakeem right now, the first whooping we ever got, bro, I was probably in kindergarten, and we was, you know, I was like, man, I'll just stay out. Let's stay down here at the center, man, and just keep shooting, man. And you was like, man, let's go. We gotta go home. Man, got home, man. Daddy was waiting for it with the big Wait, and then he said, "Hey, I told y'all, you know, when the street lights come on, you gotta come home. Y'all say it with me. When the street lights come on, fire." Hey, we still repeating what he said. So right there,
that's the worst. That's some of the worst feeling. Like you still remember that from kindergarten.
Oh man,
and I promise you can remember.
Bro.
Didn't I tell you
all that? That's real.
But and I'm gonna tell you something else is crazy. We grew up here in Gulfport, in Surrey City. Mm-hmm. I promise you can talk to somebody that grew up in Chicago, Texas. They live the same lifestyle from turnkey to everywhere. Could basically live the same thing because it was a principle. And then the elders, they came up a certain way, and it was a true community. Which while we were growing up at that same time, and I know it's different today because you don't have true residents right now in the neighborhood. Yeah. And you got people that come in and out, and with the developments that are going on in Gulfport, it's different. So you know, Miss Miley and them, she's still at this street. You know, Miss Smith and them still in certain areas, but it's very, very different than it was then. But like my daddy said, like, man, anybody on the street will whoop you.
Man, listen.
And they gonna tell it.
Around that same time, since we talking about childhood, like I remember Miss Dottie Sharp, Shaheed mom, Mike and all them mom. I was throwing rocks at a
train.
House. No, at a house.
Okay.
You know, boy, you exposing me now.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm quarterback. I'm throwing. Man, I'm really practicing for the rock. Cause you know we find anything. Man, I messed around and almost broke a window. Man, matter of fact, it was an abandoned house. I broke the window. The guy said, "Shabazz, stop! I'ma tell your daddy." It was too late. I was like, man, well, I ain't going home right now. Yeah. I'm already in a fire. Ain't no need for me to go home because he gonna get me. I said, man, his daddy told on me. But see, you can't do that now. Mm-hmm. Like, and then I think that's what we kind of lost in all our surrounding, like our black community. Mm-hmm. You can't, like, you don't want to say nothing to somebody's child because you know you don't talk to you can't talk to my son or daughter like that. So I think we kind of lost that too, where parents could parent, they could discipline like other kids in the neighborhood.
It's just a lot of sensitivity across the board. Mm-hmm. Parents can't even discipline kids. The police did that. Mm-hmm. You know, even in the communities and to the schools. Man, I ain't saying don't beat your child. Right. Yeah, of course. But at the same time, it's very difficult. And it started where they used to say babies having babies. Mm-hmm. So some of the grandmas nowadays, they Instagram models.
Well, see, they Instagram models. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm laughing, but
they're younger. So your grandmas nowadays really, you may be 40. 45 when grandmas used to be, you know,
the grannies, man. Like you had real grannies,
50,
man.
60 years old at the time. And, you know, things happen, but we have to evolve and adapt in a certain manner where we still help each other out. Help each other out, you know, amongst the boys.
Right.
I shouldn't be able to tell you, hey, I should be able to see your son or your a little cousin. They don't even know we family. Right. Hey, pull your pants up, you know. Without they trying to fight. Right. And you know these kids these days they're a little bigger.
Yeah, man, you ain't lying. You ain't lying.
You don't want to instance, but in all seriousness, you just have to. And some people it'll fall back from even saying something, and that will take back from community building.
Yeah. I think once we get back to that, I think the community will be fine. But as far as like sports, like this show just not about sports. We talk about other issues. So with sports, man, what sports did you gravitate to when you was younger? We talking about childhood, elementary.
Gotcha. Childhood, elementary. Basketball was my first love. Jason Kidd, of course.
No look past.
Yes.
And
it stuck with me for a long time, and that that kept me with basketball and took me away from basketball at the same time. I used to love every aspect of the no look pass, the point guard, assist. I wanted to make sure everybody shined. That's my personality as well. Yeah. I just want to make sure that everyone have a good time, make sure everybody, getting where they need to be.
Right.
And then the and1, the and1 it's taken from elementary, Jason Kidd, and the and1 came about. And no Lord, boy.
Who's your guy?
Who's my guy?
Yeah, who was your and1 favorite player? Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce was
my guy name. Hot Sauce was that guy.
Yeah.
Professor was great. I can't think of his name, but yeah, just the handles.
Right.
I should love it. In the NBA. Skip to my loop.
Yeah.
Yep. And boy, I remember. I never forget. We was at. You remember the slide, the slip and slide?
Mm-hmm.
He drumming. He turned over on his butt. Oh my God! I seen somebody do that in real life.
No, show me.
In Mobile, we played LaFleur.
Okay.
Oh my God! Them kids was on
crazy.
another level.
Oh yeah.
I just used to sit over there like, good God.
Yeah.
It was just like seeing like superstars like Monte Ellis just pull up from the timeline.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. But anyway, back to it.
Yeah.
But I gravitated to basketball. That was my first love of anything. And everything else came about. I always wanted to play baseball, but in our community, it's not really too many people that play. Mm-hmm. And the opportunity to play in that sport was kind of far in between.
Yeah.
But I love basketball. Still to this day.
Basketball definitely was the first love, but I kind of like remember playing. Dad wouldn't let us play tackle, so that's why it was kind of like basketball was at first when we was in elementary.
I remember the first time they let you play football, and I was pissed.
I was in sixth grade.
Sixth grade, talking about he in sixth grade, and Mama talking about you too little.
Where you were?
I just want to let you know, Mama, I love you, but you should have let me play.
Oh man, you were small, probably.
Yeah, man, I'm still small,
Oh man,
like they say, I was soaking wet. I was $150 in high school. So.
Oh man,
but I wanted to play so bad.
Man.
But as I got over to when them pads came out, I was terrible.
Oh.
I was fast, but I was terrible. Those first couple of years.
Yeah, cause most everybody play when they 5. Like Joe, he was my mark.
Yeah.
He was like, man, Joe was like Barry Sanders to me. I was like, man, I gotta match him. I would never Joe Barker.
Joe Barker. Yeah, of course.
Joe Barker was like. He was like, JoJo. That's what everybody in the neighborhood like, JoJo, man.
That's crazy.
We
had two JoJos. One was
Joe Martin.
Joe Martin. He was Big Joe, but he was really Little Joe. He was smaller. That boy played them drums, boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the Serious City, man.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just crazy, like how Dad just did kind of like. I used to be so mad too, man. Let me play. I'm playing pickup and man. So you gotta understand, we playing pickup and run with Ryan Davidson, Potato, Leroy, Freeman, all the whole neighborhood. Yeah. Everybody playing pickup and run. Then, Dad, can I play? You can practice with him. He let me practice with Eastwood when Seneca was in the 6th grade.
Yeah, I never got that.
At least he let me practice. I was like, man, at least I'm thankful for he let me practice.
Man.
So
I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't even know what that looked like.
He's killing me.
Man,
killing me,
but I'm proud. I'm proud of it because they protected me. That's what they were doing. They were protecting me.
Man.
But I still wanted to play.
Yeah.
I think I would have been a little better. But
so I'm gonna ask you this: since basketball, we got to play on the same team. I think you was in the 1st grade. I was 2nd grade. Like. Joe was still a man. We had Joe Drew, me, you, Chris Lee, Robert.
The crazy part about it, I tell you all the time, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that? We lost in the championship.
I do remember that. Cause I cried, I lost, I cried, and I won. Because I won them 5. I remember that. I don't remember what grade it was.
He was in 1st grade.
Yeah.
First day, and guess
we played at the Herd.
Yeah, played at the Herd, and I was like, man, where my brother at?
They were looking for me.
I go outside. Man, I go outside, bro, in the back of the gym, like, man, kicking stuff.
Man,
we shouldn't have lost. I still remember that score. You know how I am with like remembering stuff.
You a true
we lost
story.
41-38, and that was.
Who was on that? Was that Pops?
Oh, that's Pops, Terry Johnson, and Ben Ben. and Chris Turner. That was their best player on the team. Yeah, they was like, you know, they were 2 years older than me, so
Yeah.
I don't even know how you was on the team. That was a little team. That's why.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
You sure had number 5 though.
I had number 5,
Jason
yeah.
Kidd, boy.
Yeah.
You really love Jason Kidd.
Yeah. One of the
really.
best point guards ever did. Hands down. Hands down.
You right, man. But yeah, man, we so you know, basketball. Then we did, which was really ended up being your true love. We would start doing the Herschel track. What were some of your most fun memories growing up about the Herschel track?
Track was always that was something that anytime that you winning doing something, you tend to. But I wanted to be better at it. Like I lost a couple of races, but that's the best time for me.
You know who beat you? You know who beat you to go?
Yeah.
Damian Fletcher. Damian Fletcher beat you. We was in Yankee Stadium.
Did I actually? Did I actually hit it?
I know.
I remember.
By the way, wait.
I just said
Oh,
the losses. No. What we
not
not gonna do is
I got
what
you.
we not gonna do is like who all beat me. I didn't say the losses taught me to get him
Right, that's
to
granted.
be
Just tell them too.
a state
Tell
champion.
them too. You never beat me in basketball.
Oh, let's,
You never beat me in basketball.
Oh, we going there.
You
No,
0
let's
for-
stop. Let's stop.
Look,
Let's stop.
you 0 for-
One, with track is my sport. He was slow as possible. He never beat me
Wait.
in running.
Hold on, we never raced.
Let's race. No.
We never raced in track. I ran the 100, 200. You
Stop
stuck in the
it,
hurdle.
man.
You had to jump.
Stop, bro.
You had to jump.
In the hood, where everybody raced everybody. You never beat me. Basketball, you was
Weird.
20 pounds bigger than me. You just like, nah, you fat. But anyway,
I'm
but
fat now.
he tried to
All
bang
right.
me down.
Okay.
He didn't, use the skills to pay the bills. He always wanted to try to,
Man, I just Shaq Beats
bully
you.
me.
I
I
bullied
should have
you.
reported you.
It
I
was
should have
Shaq Beats.
reported you.
Shaq.
I
I
should have
just-
told
I
him.
just put you in the post, fade away a couple times, hit that Tim Duncan on you, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And you know, but you know one thing you never like, you know, I would like, in all seriousness, I would never like rub it in your face, but I would always was trying to like just push you to like, I want to see how mad I can make him.
Yeah,
I just want
you
him to
did
be,
it. You did it.
You never cried, but you wouldn't talk to me. You would not like. You ain't no talking. Ain't no talking to me.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
you,
many nights running straight lights about to come on, dribbling the ball, and you up there, and I'm
Oh, yeah.
behind you.
Just-
Many times, just dribbling. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Oh man, yeah, man. That was some good.
But I'm
times,
better
man.
than you though. But yeah. Huh?
You better. Okay, I got you. I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it because
All
you a
right.
guest on the show.
No
man.
choice.
So let's just transfer to middle school, man. In middle school, you know, parents started letting us play more sports. Now you playing tackle football now. What was your experience on playing 7th grade football?
7th grade was
7th and 8th grade, I guess.
It was the first time. So we used to play. I think 6th grade was my first year really playing organized ball, and that was just flag ball. And you were playing tackle. So that was, I think I played 5th, 6th grade in, flag. So that's when I first started really learning the game, right? True organized game. Instead of just pick up and run.
Right.
So my experience 7th grade was very new. I was terrible. I was just
When you
fast.
say you was terrible, like you mean like you just didn't have like the IQ for it, or you just
The IQ and then the offense we ran, it wasn't something that
because you smaller, you're not playing running back.
Yeah, I'm not
blocking.
touching the ball. No, I'm definitely not blocking. I'm a receiver, but I'm not blocking.
Which is running them off.
Yeah, we just running fast. Yeah, I got a couple balls thrown to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was an experience. It was new.
Yeah.
So basketball was still my love. So I was just doing it just because you did it.
No, you say you played ball because I played
Yeah.
football? Oh, okay.
There's no other
So you
reason.
let me ask you this: did you ever like feel pressure to play football because I start gaining a little I ain't gonna say
No, I didn't.
momentum on getting like better at the game?
No.
Okay.
I just always wanted to play. I always wanted to play with you.
Yeah,
So
gotcha.
I mean, that's all. You know how we grew up, Steve and Tim.
Right.
So that was always how we talked about it, throwing in the backyard and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
how we played it and at the center. So, man, that's how it always been. That's why receiver was my first. Like, this is what I want to do. But I never knew what it truly meant to play that position. So it was never true pressure. But I was a lot of comparing that. I used to hate that.
Yeah, that's what I kind of remember.
Yeah, man, I used to hate that, man. You need to be like your brother in the classroom, man.
Man,
you need to get out of my face. So that kind of, you know, that.
You was already a hot head too, so that.
Yeah, it didn't help me. So I grew.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I started to, you know, come. I guess mature, so to speak, in the aspect of attitude. I started seeing this 6th, 7th grade. I started to mature in that area. I was still, and then when I got to high school, it was way better. But I still had a lot of work on. Yeah, I still had.
So it's like, you know, it was a lot of pressure too, because our older sister Danielle, like, she was just, as far as the academic side, because she didn't play sports or anything. But she was just so smart. Like, it was like, just my experience in middle school was like, in English, I was being lazy in this particular 9 weeks. Like, I was just like, man, I'm just. And I got a C in there, and I got a C in the class, and Mama was like, oh, you want to make C's? You not playing this game right here.
Oh.
Yeah. So
wake up.
Woke up real quick. I mean, but I would be mad at Danielle, which is crazy. I'm young. I'm just talking about a teenage self.
I'm gonna tell her. Wait till she see this.
I already told her.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she had set the bar so hard. Oh man, like she graduated from law school before I even got a diploma yet. So you and Dad.
You still in high school?
Yes, I was a junior. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, because I remember.
Yeah, I was a junior in high school. She had a law degree. Shout out to you, Nate.
I love you, girl.
But look, she set the bar up so high, so Daddy looking at us like, y'all gotta bring it.
Nah, we don't do it in here.
Oh man, bro just like, Dad, like, come on, man. I'm looking at Danielle kind of like side eye. Man, you tripping? You gonna set this bar so high? I ain't thinking about no law school. But that I mean, now I laugh at it now, but she really set the bar. So I had pressure on me as far as I got my brother watching me. My sister already set the bar for as far as me, you know, excellence in academics. Yeah. So I can't play around in the classroom too. So that was just funny. In middle school, I had to learn like that quick. Like
True. And I remember, and I actually was crazy. Just ran into Miss Johnson.
That's who class I had to see.
Yeah.
She told Mama.
That was pivotal for, and I'll never forget this, and I can tell this story. You know, I'm comfortable in my skin.
Right.
Mama, and back to the community.
Yeah.
I think I was in the 7th grade. I told you it was pivotal that how my attitude shifted.
Yeah.
So I was cutting up in class, and Mama knows people in the school.
Right.
Somebody made a call, and I think it was Miss Johnson. Call Mama. She worked at the hospital.
Come on.
Man, and came to school. Now, not only she did come to school, you know, I thought she was gonna come and, you know, holler at you, this, that, and other.
Yeah.
This wouldn't happen these days. God, the principal gave her the conference room to give me a whooping. What are we doing? I got a whooping at school.
Cause he old school though.
And the whole school knew. And you know, I gotta go back to class. So that right there.
Hold up. So everybody knew you got a whooping?
Come on, man. Come on, man. You know.
I never was that student. Cause Daddy scared me one time. He was just like, if these people call me.
Oh man, cause
if I had to leave work, it was a wrap.
That was one conversation. If I gotta leave work, hey, you can call my mama, don't call my daddy.
Oh, don't call daddy.
He's still gonna find out.
Yeah.
But I think that might have been I got one more whooping. And that was it. 9th grade.
I stopped getting
Me and bro was Miss 9th grade IT class.
Evans? That's 8th grade. That's 8th grade.
No. It was 9th grade. He was at the high school.
Okay.
Man, she whooped both of us, man.
Yeah.
Man, he laughing at his whoop. My booty on fire. You hear me? Yeah, that was the last one.
You ain't got that back
no more cuz.
You still light right there.
Yeah. I'm light, you know.
Yeah, man.
I don't take that well. But that was but whoopings work.
I'm a firm believer of that. But yeah, man, new schools. definitely a good time and a lot of learning experience. I definitely found out the hard way how academics mean in our house. So, I wasn't a straight A student, but I did get on honor roll and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I found out the hard way or whatever. But I'm glad, because
Man, I thought I was on top of the world 6th grade. I was on the National Honor Society. I was in the book.
Yeah.
I'm not a dummy.
By no means, So, he was like, just mama, she didn't never have to, mama ain't never really whoop us. She would just take stuff away from us.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. So she just told the story. Mama probably whooped me one time and it wasn't even, cause I never, I'm laid back. I'm a laid back kid.
Yeah, I got all of that.
You got all of it. You took all of it.
I took it for you, bro. I took it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mama
That's what it's about.
Mama just knew if I take this away from him, he'll straighten up, and she was right. Like, I ain't finna play with this, cause if you take this away, I can't play ball. All right, I'm finna pay attention and do what I need to do.
Yeah.
All right, high school, man. Let's transfer to that. From 9th to 12th grade. All right, now we starting to get the identity of yourself. Mm-hmm. We playing sports. Being more social, going to more social events. And like, what is your mindset as you first step foot on Gulfport High School campus? Like, where you at? Can you remember that far?
9th grade. When I stepped on campus, it wasn't about class. I was looking for the girls.
You was a ladies' man.
I was focused on the wrong thing. We're merging 2 schools together.
Bellevue and Central.
Man, so I was lost in the sauce.
Lost in the
I
sauce.
had never seen this many women in my life.
Right.
And so, but that quickly turned. And once we got into sports, football, Coach Floyd, kind of giving us the game, letting us know the do's and don'ts, this, that, and other. So that was pretty cool, man. And then just being a part of sports really helped me. And like you say, with that, who you truly are, what your identity is, kind of help. Sports definitely help.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So you playing football, basketball, and track at this point. So I want to kind of fast forward it, not to just say you're not. You didn't have nothing going on in 9th and 10th grade. Well, 10th grade, I want to go fast forward to 10th grade.
10th grade.
So now we finally playing on the same team at this point.
First time, really, ever.
Like tackle football.
Tackle football, that was the first time ever.
That's crazy. Because I thought you played with us when you were in 7th grade, but you didn't. Now that I think about it.
No. That was the first time
so
I just thought about that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I only got to play 2 years, which is like.
And we played flag together, but tackle football.
Tackle, right.
That was the first time, and
how was that experience for you, man? Like,
it was great. I just wanted you to throw me the ball every time. That was my thing. I remember, that might have been 10th grade, 10th, 11th grade. We was at Mouse Point. Just throw me the ball.
Yeah.
If I remember, but it was not for me. It wasn't my plate because I didn't.
I said, man, I gotta read, right?
Yeah.
I had to tell you, I can't just throw you the ball.
Yeah, because I thought I was gonna get everything. And I remember just playing football, coming into the 19th grade year. In between us, my coach was leaving. That's when he come up to and start training with the varsity.
Right.
And so, and I never liked weights. And then me being a 3 sports, I never really had a chance to get into weights.
Right.
But that summer of 19th grade, that's when I really started to develop my hands, so to speak, and the discipline to learning and want to being around you and all the older upperclassmen of what it takes to be a winner.
Right.
We had that 10th grade year, man. We had a team.
Yeah. It was real loaded that year, my junior year, man. It was fun to play with them guys.
Yeah.
So I know you were saying about how your hands. I know one of the drills we used to do was to make you help you and Darnell catching bricks. Yeah, took that Jerry Rice workout, man.
Yep. I remember doing it, man. They used to tell me, come on the back. And I got a funny story, and I don't know if you remember. Shout out to my boy Boo Boo. Boo Boo used to say, this is the B story, man. So Boo Boo used to, I don't know where it came from, but Boo Boo used to say, got stung by a goddamn bee.
Yeah.
And boy, me and you was throwing in the backyard, and I was dropping them, bro. I never forget I was dropping like you. And I think you was trying to help me catch and throwing harder.
Yeah.
I was like, God dang.
Yeah.
And I was behind the fence, and that ball kept hitting the fence, and it hit a couple times, and you hear, like, you need to move. I'm like, man, nah, man, throw me the ball. Hard hit. Once again, it goes back to it. Attitude.
Yeah.
So that last time I missed that ball, them bees came out of there furious. You hear me? Man, I took off. Boom. Boy, them things told me up, man.
Man, listen, I try, you know, I'm silly sometimes, but but when he, I just never forget when he hit you on the ankle. Boom! You like, oh! You tried to run and you fell down and you got back up and kept running in the front yard. And I'm like, man, you good? Because at that point, I'm trying to protect myself, so I start running away. And
You left me. You left me.
I kept myself, you good.
No.
You good. Then I helped
I don't
look,
remember
in my
nothing
defense,
else.
Look, in my defense, I helped you up. You know, like try to get the bee sting out. You know, trying to do what.
Man, we had to get some tobacco. What's her name? What Darnell was staying with us?
Yeah, you staying with us.
Yep. She had some.
Aunt
Bridget, yeah.
Yeah.
Aunt Bridget had some cigarette, and she got
that
thing out of there.
Yeah.
Boy, I thought I was gone,
That
boy.
boy said it hit my nerve.
Man, that thing hit me, bro.
Hey, one of the fun. We got so many.
We in high school?
Yeah. We was in high school.
Man, I remember. That's crazy. But,
Yeah, that was high school.
but anyway, man, back to it, man. So yeah, I developed my hands. We had those summer camps where we were just going and catching balls, normal balls, getting reps. And that's how I developed. And I used to love those cutter gloves.
Cutter gloves used to make you feel like you was.
Oh, I was on top of the world. Yep.
You was the man with it, man.
Helped me against Harrison Central. The worst team.
Shout out to Vario Anderson, man.
Man, I used to
my boy
eat them.
Street Geeks.
Yeah.
Street Geek, you know, shout out to him. But
Man,
we
shout out to Vario,
Hey, look,
man. Hey, look, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. I see everything, boy. Hey, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, but y'all really,
you know, got to rub it in
y'all really couldn't touch us. Y'all really couldn't touch us.
Hey, I'm telling you,
but I'm going to the next.
Look. Well, it's a funny story with Vario, man. Me and Vario was cool because I met him in the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
Man, one time, I think me and him talked about it off camera. But I just remember Vario tackling me, and we got up just laughing. Like, he was like, you know, because I know you like, man, this man done tackled me. I'm trying to score.
Yeah.
Like, it was like I'm silly. Like, I just started. Vario like, man, good play. And he started laughing. I started laughing like, man, Vario just tackled me. Like,
Yeah.
I would just be silly in the middle of a game now. This is a game.
Yeah.
It's a game.
Man, that was a beautiful rival, man. That's when,
it was fun.
And it was real good, man. It was a friendly rival. We talked that Noah, because Turnkey that's when I don't know what they was doing at the time. The baby boomers at that time, but it was a lot.
TKP.
From Turnkey, Orange Grove, a bunch of kids came at that time. We were all, that's basically where a bunch of their star-studded athletes came from.
Right.
Turnkey, Orange Grove, and from us, we were Sirius City, Gaffney Point,
Quarters,
all over the board.
But that's another thing. It used to be like friendly. It was like we were cool, but it'd be like still competitive, like friendly rivalries with them.
Yeah.
Like when we went to the Boys and Girls Club, like that was like 9th grade, 8th grade, around
8th grade,
that time.
yep.
When we 7th, 8th grade, I know that's when I met.
And I remember, boy,
it used to be fun playing them and playing basketball against them.
in track, bro. Cash, what is Cash's real name? He was rolling in the 4. We used to go at it. I used to love it though. Like we'll go at it, especially in the 4x4.
Right.
Man, Cash used to roll, man.
And you know Vario ain't gonna say it, but Vario was supposed to be at Valley. He signed with Valley out of college. I mean out of high school.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna talk because you know Vario just he ain't like that. He ain't gonna talk about it like that. But Vario really was that guy. He really was good.
Shout out to the Valley, man. Shout out to the Valley.
Valley, shout out to all HBCUs, but yeah, he was really good in ball. But man, So let's go to your senior year. I'm going. I'm off to college or whatever.
Yep.
So how was it?
I was loving it.
You loved it.
He's
Okay.
gone.
Yeah.
No.
How did you adjust, like me and you being with each other basically your whole life, and then like I'm off to college? Like, how was that for you? Because I know it was kind of be honest with you, it was some adjusting for me because I'm like this really my best friend I'm talking to every night, and now it's just like, you know, it's okay, Shabazz, you can go talk to other people. It was adjusting to me.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was really crazy. It was a true adjustment. Like that summer, it was like everything was regular. But then you move to the fall when you leave for school in Southern. And you was like, man, I'm working out, I'm doing this, that, and other. But you kept coming home.
Yeah. Cause I was homesick, bro.
Yeah.
I was homesick.
Yeah.
I would come home, man.
I remember you came back and you had an outfit on just like this. It was a polo, I think it was. Man, you was swole, bro.
Still swole. What you talking about? What?
No. You was on them aminos. You was on them aminos.
Man, that was just to help my
Oh man, you was on them steroids.
Nah. Clean.
I would never forget, dog. You came. I was at lunch, and you pulled up, and I was like, golly, boy, like what you doing? And I always wanted to get to weights, but like I said, I had.
You were running from it, literally.
The adjustment for it, nope, because coach was not a believer in it because it would be heavy on you in running, in which in some form it's true. Yeah. But man, it was an adjustment to it. But I just focused in on it. I didn't really know what was next for me until I just kept going.
So senior year, you like your all-state performer as far as track. You had an injury. I do remember you getting hurt your football, but you still had a strong campaign as far as football. But you knew your future probably would be in track. But it wasn't like, you know, I remember Ole Miss. I do remember this my senior year.
Yeah, my junior year,
Ole Miss came down, and you know that was a big deal because, you know, it's Ole Miss SEC track.
So we were so deep in junior and senior year in track across the board. We were deep, and I got hurt my junior year. I had a partial tear meniscus, had a partial tear, and so that hurt my dreams. You know what I'm saying? So
as far as bigger college,
schools, in the essence of that. So Ole Miss actually came down.
I'll never forget that.
And
I remember that.
They came actually, and I didn't know this. They came to see me and Brittany.
Brittany Reese.
Yep. So
shout out to Brittany. She's gonna be on the show too. Brittany, you gonna be on here.
So I remember having that conversation with them, just, you know, about coming to the track, and fast rewind to my senior year in football, undefeated. First game, second game, I'm injury prone, man. I guess the weight
your frame, man. That's all.
But I dislocated my elbow, so I was out. It was like 8 weeks. It was 8 weeks. I was out 8 weeks, and this is about life. Yeah. Things keep going. The game keep going.
Yeah,
so boy, them boys was rolling, man. Yeah. Them boys was rolling, man. So they were very good that year, and I came back. Last 2 games and scored. Last 3 games, I scored 5 touchdowns in 3 games.
Yeah, that was impressive.
So, I tore them up.
Yeah,
that was real good, man. And from football, I thought I was gonna get some bites, you know, just off of that. But I know I didn't have an extensive film. So being the track, and Coach Jones got in contact, and that's back to community. Coach Jones. Head coach at Valley, both were from Sirius City, and they actually went to school together. He came in the living room and gave me an offer. And I to this day, man, God rest his soul, man, Coach Bruce, that's my guy. Came in and sat in the living room. The week before that, I was just hanging out, and the police just run up on us, and, you know, try to take
it's just hood activities.
Yeah, man. And the police, and I'm just out and about, and I'm not doing anything, and they come about, and that was a, you know,
turning point.
Yeah, that was like,
I gotta get out.
Yeah, it's time to go. And I'm not doing any illegal activities or anything, but it was just like, man, I got to get out of here.
Oh yeah.
And that definitely was a light bulb in my life. So, but that was after graduation.
Gotcha. I got you, man. So
Don't
now you get the offer. You getting ready to go to college. You ready to go to Mississippi Valley, man. Freshman year, like how was your freshman year? Because I told you how I was homesick, but it was more coast people that was up there with you. So how did that work out for you?
For me, I was ready to go because of that, what I just told you. I was like, no, I'm not going back.
Right.
I can't go back. And then another piece is like, man, I can't go back, man. It's gonna be embarrassing, this, that, another. So I stuck to my books. In my first year, I had to sit out, so I couldn't participate. So I would just travel with the team, and I had a good community of people that was from the coast. It was like 5 of us there,
right?
That were in my class, and then it was about a good 15 of us from the whole coast, and we all just coast family that stuck together. Basketball, all sports, just students, man. So they really took care of me, and told me to stuck it out. So freshman year wasn't that bad.
So tell us about when you got the opportunity to run as far as the finals and the SWAC. You get the opportunity to run indoor and outdoor. So how was that?
Indoor was I never in my life knew it existed.
Right.
Yeah, and it was right there in Baton Rouge at LSU. They had an indoor, they had a flat track, which they have banks now. So man, it was very different, bro. Like I never ran tight, real tight, small. So short, and I never been timed in the 40 because I always doing that off season. That's when everybody
wants that. 4.34. Keep going.
What you running 100?
100. Fastest time, 10.5.
10.3. Hey,
got me.
You want to keep going?
You got me.
Oh,
but you could. But if I was
no. That's no. You said
let me talk. Bro, this is my show. So if I would have raced him in that 100,
when
in your prime.
In my prime?
2006 Shabazz McClellan. Yeah, third person. Yeah. You not deep.
2006.
That's when I was probably
in the 100.
Best shape of my life. Fastest.
Fat. You still fat.
I was fit. Yeah, I was about 195 running a 4.34.
Okay. All right. We don't know. That's if. We can't even go back there. That's not even
like
doing it.
If you put Michael Jordan on the court with LeBron James, Michael Jordan would.
That's if.
Yeah, he would do it.
That's an if factor.
Ask 10 people and
if factor.
90% would say that.
Opinion.
But we are go back. Go on what you were talking about.
Facts. Time.
Yeah, you had a faster time.
Thank you.
I ran a 10.5 still, but you did track.
Yeah.
You got this. And I'm tired of you saying you didn't run a 40 too.
I didn't. I never ran it.
Okay. Man, go home.
When did I run it?
I don't know.
Okay, then.
I went up there. I don't know.
Yeah, I never ran it.
I don't believe it. I could beat you on the 40 now. We had this discussion the other day. I can run about good 4.9 right now. I can run a 4.9. No, because Vic just ran a 4.7.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna holler at my boy, dog. We gonna when this come back up, I'm gonna have a meme up there that just gonna just
look. I ain't finna pull
no way.
Hammy. I ain't finna pull no hammy. I ain't finna pull no hammy. No, I ain't.
Man, you can't run a bubble route right now, man, without pulling something.
No. I can run an out. I can run a slant. I can cover anything under 10 yards right now. I still can do that.
Next.
Oh,
you can't.
All right, look.
I give you a month. Matter of fact,
man, I ain't finna do this with you, man. I ain't finna do this with you.
Come on, man. You want to do it? I call borrow your recorder.
I ain't finna do this with you. But look though, man. So you got an opportunity to run indoor. So how was the outdoor? Is the track Olympic size? Because I don't know how it is. I know I only ran on the high school. Is it
a standard? It's a standard track.
So Olympic is standard, just like high school. That's what you're saying?
No. You have a standard. You have a standard high school standard NCAA.
Okay.
So basically, NCAA and the professionals is about the same.
Okay.
Sometimes you have wider tracks that are just bigger tracks, lanes. Okay. Sometimes you run like right next to somebody. Sometimes they're bigger. So
best lane for a track
4.
Sprinter. 4 is so that's just a university.
That's universal. 4 is in the middle.
So it's
you don't want to be on 8 and 1.
So basically, when people placing, when they get in the 8, they basically say you're not gonna win.
So this is how it is. Yeah, this is how it's timed.
Yeah.
4 or 5 is 1 and 2. That's the best time. 4 or 5, 3 6,
Gotcha.
2 7, 1
Gotcha.
8. That's how it goes.
Cause
you always.
No, I was 4 5 6. Let's get that clear. My senior year, I was in. Don't have me locked because I didn't win South State. I believe
you ran a 1 and 2, right?
I ran a 1 and 2.
I ran a man's race. I ran 400.
But look though, I could have ran that.
You was scared of the 4.
I was scared of the 4. I was just
Yo, come on. Damn it.
Full speed, and Coach Jones would be like, "Let's go, Shabazz, run it.
You ain't worth for a quarter.
You ain't worth the quarter, Shabazz." I'm like,
Man,
I can't. I don't want to say I can't, but Coach, man, it really is a man race. I will give you that. That 400 you used to run.
Thank you.
No, I couldn't. And then he was making us do that in practice.
Yeah,
I didn't like it no more.
Yeah,
man, you gotta get under 50 seconds. Like, under 55 seconds, he wants you to get under the round. Man, no.
It's easy. Do you know what the times are right now?
Man, ridiculous.
To run around, so 50.
It says 48, 47.
Boy,
keep going down.
It's 43, 44.
Oh, I definitely not running that.
And you to see somebody
They running a 4x1. They running with 4x1 time.
4x1 time is, professional level.
39 to 40.
We talking
38.
Come on, man. You got to.
I'm seeing
you're a sports guy.
I'm a sports guy.
Sports guy.
But I remember world records like with Michael Johnson era, Jonathan Bailey, like Maurice Green, them 4x1, and even Usain Bolt. They was running like 38s, 39s, 4x1s.
Yeah. They think things got faster. What's the 100?
100. 9. You got to be 9. That's the fastest. At least.
Yeah.
Because
average.
Did you see DK Metcalf?
That's average.
What you feel about DK Metcalf?
He's fast.
He ran a 10,
he's not world class fast.
But he's got.
He ran a 10-3.
And he doesn't train. That's what you gotta understand. That's what
we gotta understand.
Oh, we can argue.
Yeah. I can say I don't train and
oh my god.
Then, people 10-3 and 10-1. It's a different beast, bro. You can't even.
It's tenths of seconds. That's what.
But guess what? They run a 9-7, 9-8.
They are.
It's nowhere. It's two different worlds.
I got you. So man, your track career was wonderful. And let's just kind of spotlight our parents for a second. Like, excuse me. Like, you got mom and dad exposing us to all type of walks of life. They took us to all over the country, man. They done took us to Chicago, to Texas, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, pretty much any southern state, Tennessee. They done took us to all these things. Mm-hmm. In the meanwhile, while they doing that, man, they exposing us to a plethora of HBCUs, man. Because, I thought, in the world I was living in, like, everybody go to HBCUs.
Yeah.
Like, it's just being real. Like, it was like, man, I can remember the first time Dad took us to FAMU. That was around 97, 98.
Yeah.
And so, but the time he took us over there, I'm seeing Jackson State, Valley, Grambling, Alcorn, and Southern. Like, those are the main colleges. Alabama State too. Those are another university he was exposing us to. So, like, with mom and dad taking us to those universities, man, it was like, man, I want to go to college. Yeah. So, I just, what you feel about, like, getting exposed for mom and dad doing that for us?
Man, you can't say it enough, man. Exposure across the board is what it's all about. It's the foundation on which you know where you're going to go. Right. I mean, being exposed, like, you talk about people that's from big cities and bring somebody from a small town, they exposed to something different, so now they know, quote unquote, know better and want to do things, right? So us going to these institutions, going to these games, really showed us the way of what basically, like, I want to be a part of that. Right. Showing us we can start in the high school level, going to Gulfport High games, B. Frank Brown. Yeah. That was a big deal. Everybody wanted to play in B. Frank. Oh yeah. They wanted to play in B. Frank. Big deal. Growing up, wanted to play in Memorial, in Jackson. So,
People Stadium and Superdome, like going to the Bayou Classic.
You want to play. You want to play in those places, right? Right. So that really what kind of exposed and made us want to do those type of things and go to those schools. So you got to think about our family as a whole, from aunties, uncles, Alcorn, Jackson State.
Yeah.
Nate went. Our sister went to Tougaloo. You started off. you went to Southern Tuskegee.
Right.
You know, I went to Valley, and it really like it brings a different feel that you know you HBCU grown. Mm-hmm. It's a great thing, man, and and the way that the world is going now, people are going back. So
right.
I can remember just going to games, man, and I'll be like, man, it's 60,000 in here. Yeah. 6,000. So like how we can't you know get to that. Why was it so packed in and it's not now? I mean, the talent level is not that much of a difference. It is. It's not that much of a difference. Why the support stop? So that's some things that in my current role where we try to get back to, try to get to the 6,000 and try to pack it out and give a good experience for everyone. Just how mom and dad gave us an experience. Right. I try to do that same thing in my current role right now.
So you just mentioned about your current role, man. Just tell the people if they're not aware, like what is your current position
in the institution? You don't know? Man, I am Hakeem McClellan, Associate Athletic Director for Compliance and Academics at the Jackson State University. I love. So I love where I'm at, man. It's a great opportunity, man. I got great leadership, man. I'm learning a whole lot, man. And got a chance to move my family, man. Right. Move my family all over the world and Valley, and mom and dad exposing us to that, to me being working to that, and be able to do the same thing for my wife and kids. So it's a beautiful thing, man. So Jackson State is the place to be, man.
Most definitely, man. Or like, I want you to talk about your wife and your kids for a second before we get in your career, man. Yeah. Anything you want to say about them?
Oh man, they are the nucleus, bro. You know this, man.
Yeah.
You know, in order to be successful, dog, you gotta have somebody that have your back, pick you up when you're down. You know, when you're wrong, hey, get you back right. You know, so that's my wife, man, and she definitely does that. My son, he's a growing young boy, and I want to give him the best, you know, opportunities in life, from sports to everything. Right now, he likes to draw. Right. He's an artist, man. Like he will spend, like, you know how kids will play the game all day? He'll draw. Like Art play the game all day. Yeah. He'll draw. Yeah. He'll sit there with an iPad and he'll just draw, and I'll be blown away. Yeah. But I just realized, like, he's been drawing for like 5 years. So now it was from him watching YouTube tutorials to him now just looking at that.
He eyeballing it now.
Drawing.
Yeah, I know he sent me a couple pictures with myself, so I want to send him a couple pictures for you. I'm gonna text his iPad.
Yeah.
I want him to draw me a couple things.
I just try to figure out where you got it from, because I can't draw nothing.
I can't draw.
Nate can draw, that's about it.
Yeah, Nate could draw. She could draw. I don't know if she still do that, but
she still do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But far as what is Kenzie and Michael and your wife? How do they motivate you day to day for your work?
Man, so my wife homeschooled, of course. So McKinley wakes up and she terrorizes the house. She runs the house. So it's hers.
Right.
So to see their drive and to see how well my wife Netta is doing with the kids and how, you know, educated they are, it pushes me to keep that going, because you know what you teach your child and what the school district teach your child is two different worlds. So everything starts at home. So it motivates me to keep going, to make sure that they have the necessary resources to be successful. And that's where, you know, wake up every morning and see them at it. They'll sometimes wake up before me. And just going at it and be getting that schoolwork done. And it don't matter if they miss a day, if I gotta travel and they traveling with me, and they ain't missing no days.
Right.
So it's no days off, man. So I see the dedication that they do, and I can only, you know, spit that right back out.
Man, shout out to Nilda, man. That's my sister-in-law, man. Keep it up. Great job you doing with my niece and nephew, man. So, job at Jackson State, man. You said you was
Associate Athletic Director.
Associate Athletic Director. Yeah. So y'all made one of the most historical hires for the institution, Coach Prime, man. Tell me how did that go about? How did y'all develop that? How did y'all execute that?
Man, that's all to the forward thinking of our great vice president, athletic director, Ashley Robinson, man.
Shout out to Ash.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Ash. He's leading the charge, man. He's a forward thinker, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's what keeps things going. So, and he just thought outside the box. Right. You got to do things to change the game, change the narrative.
Definitely.
And he,
definitely.
Yeah, and that's what he's all about. You know, keep pushing the narrative and expanding what we do in our area. So it's all Ashley Robinson, man.
And shout out to AD Ashley Ross, man. I know it's pretty much a whole team. I know he wouldn't just take the credit because he's not that type of guy.
Yeah.
He'll say it's a collective group of on the staff. Because y'all have a great staff. I got to meet some of the staff, man. Y'all great, man. Yeah, man, that's real good, man. I'm glad y'all helping the culture for HBCU sports, period, man. ESPN literally aired every SWAC game this past spring season, man.
Yeah,
so that was a lot of great exposure.
ESPN, the main ESPN.
Main ESPN. Not ESPN
3 times.
Yeah.
ESPN 2 twice.
That's
ESPN 3 twice. So we, that's
definitely on the right direction.
Yeah, going in the right direction.
For all HBCUs, bro. I know
It's about a whole, because it's enough food out there for everybody to eat.
Right.
So that's why I tell people, man, anytime, man, just come to a game on a Saturday. You don't have to be to a Jack State game. Go support and go see. Go expose your kids. Don't matter how old they are.
Right.
Come see. Come get a chance. From the Sonic Boom to the football team.
Right.
It's more to it. I was all we knew, and most people just know about football, basketball. Like here this weekend, we have a SWAC softball tournament. Right. And this is exposing that we have more to offer.
Right.
We're not just pigeonholed to 1 or 2 sports. Like we offer excellent degree programs for our students to be successful off the field. Be engineers, to be doctors, to be lawyers, to be teachers, across the board and whatever, and entrepreneurs as well. We in the e-gaming,
right?
We're everything's evolving, so we have that for our students to be successful, and partnerships with local and national companies coming on to do things. Amazon and things like that, they want to come on and be partners, and people are getting opportunities, right, to work with those and work all over the world. So it's a beautiful thing, man. Give HBCUs a try, man. It's not what you think. Come give it a try for yourself. We have people from the coast that are at HBCUs, and we love it every time I see somebody from the coast. I show them love like we family,
right? And
they don't know who I am,
right?
Like this was about. Whether you're from Moss Point, Bay St. Louis, Gulfport, Biloxi, it's all a family. And I love to see it when people come from here. I tell them all the time, like, reach out to me, anything that I can do. I always try to reach out their hand to help them pull them up, whatever it may be.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I'm not gonna hold you long. I know you got to get to the softball tournament. Got one more question, and I'm gonna let you go, man. How is it to work with Coach Prime, man? How is it?
Man, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's something that you can learn from. He's a machine, and I say this all the time. He's a machine, and he wants, and nobody can be mediocre, and that's not what. That's the same principle that we live by. Not being mediocre, and you can learn from him because he's a machine that you definitely can learn from. So it's definitely a great thing to be a part of, and I just take it in all the time, and it's challenging. So he step up to the plate. It's time, like I told him when we hired him, I told my staff it's time to turn up. So that's it. So we don't back down from anything. Any challenge, it just makes you better.
Man, most definitely, man. So we're gonna wrap up the show, man. I just want to tell you, man, I'm proud of you, man. I love you. Appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Man, hey, I'm gonna be back. Yeah. I appreciate you, man. SMACM World, man. Tell the people what SMACM is, man. Tell them. Yeah. Tell them what it is, man.
SMACM is my name. That's all I'm telling you.
Oh, man. I'm gonna tell them then.
Nah. I'm Shabazz Muhammad Andrew Cecil McClellan.
Yep,
all
man.
my names. It is one. The smacking world. So I appreciate y'all. We see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Yeah, Chico, talking to the bad guy. Yeah, Chico. Yeah, Chico, you're talking to the bad guy. Toothpicking your eye. I'm that guy. Hey, yo. Look, something happened to these, something happened to you.